What the hell? Let's have a conversation. Welcome back to the conversation. I am your host, Marquise, and with me today is Oklahoma's own. Can I say that? Is that okay to say that?
Sure.
It's okay. Okay, good. We have us today is singer, songwriter, Carmen Bruner. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Carmen Bruner. Yes. Hey, welcome to the show. This has been a minute. It's been a long time coming. I've been chasing you.
Well, I
Yes,
appreciate
I've been
that.
chasing you. Just to let people know at home, we had a conversation prior to this, right? Because we always do
Yes,
like the pre-interview stuff, and we had a great conversation, right? And I
great.
think I was like, man, I got off the phone and I was like, got off the video and I was like, man, she is so cool. I'm loving her. But you know what I love most about you, the most I should say,
Yes.
is
What?
music. The music.
Yeah.
I'm loving the
Thank you.
music. And it's been a minute and we've had a little complication getting together, but that doesn't matter because we're together right now making this happen.
Yes,
That is true.
that's right.
Okay. So just, the people who are not familiar with you, right? Tell my people where you're from and how you got started in this business called music.
Wow. So I'm from a small town. I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Mhm.
which is probably about 30 minutes from me where I am now. I live in a small town called Bristow. Bristow is just a small little country town, population maybe 6,000.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so I am deep in the country. I
Mhm.
have farm animals and cats, dogs, cows. My dad raises pigs. We got the whole operation, right?
Got
So
the whole gamut going there,
um,
huh?
the whole shebang. So yeah, we've got they have Yellowstone, we have Brunnerstone. So
Oh,
there you go.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So getting into this journey of music, I mean, well, first of all, I want to say this. While you are watching, for the people at home, while you're watching this interview, go to her website. It's going to pop up on the screen there. It's www.carmenbruner.com. Am I correct about that?
That is correct.
That is
Yes.
correct. So go to that website, check it out, and look up all the information and all her music while we go on here. Hey, your music is available on, I'll let you tell them.
Every
Where can they
digital
find your
platform.
music? Every digital
Okay,
platform.
yeah.
Okay,
Every
cool.
digital platform.
That'll
Yes.
work. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. You know what I mean? So
You're good.
I'm trying, you know what I mean? I was like, we got to make this good for Carmen. We got to make this good for Carmen. So we're here and we're trying to do that for you. Talk about the musical start. How did it all start? I mean, how did you get into the whole, music game?
Well, fortunately for me, I was fortunate to have a mother that just loves music. She had her own album collection.
Oh, wow.
So we had a huge variety. So since we are a multicultural family,
Hmm.
we're like gumbo, right? So
That's it.
um, I've listened to everything growing up,
Mhm.
everything, you name it. It was we did have gospel was number one. It was the biggest component in my life.
Yep.
We always cleaned house on Saturdays, listening to Aretha Franklin, of course. So I know that album by heart. But we had blues, we had jazz, we had
Hmm.
folk music, rock music, just everything. So I was
Wow.
blessed to have ears, to
Right.
hear all of that. So yeah,
I think we're parallel in a sense because like you mentioned you mentioned like three or four things that triggered something like in my mind. Our cleaning day was Saturday also.
yes.
My dad would listen to jazz music. And, back in those days, I'm an old guy here, like I told you before, 72, and I'm sticking to my guns on that one. We would
Yes, I
listen
see that.
you see that? It's the oil of Olay, like I mentioned before.
I
It's keeping
know
me
it
young.
works over
So we listened
time.
to Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, and we
Hmm.
also listened to Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Yes.
And I'd be vacuuming and cleaning,
Uh-huh.
dusting, polishing and all that. And I understand where you're coming from with that 100%. Definitely.
Yes.
So how do we, you mentioned the gospel traits. I have those also, North Carolina, down south and everything. So I know what you're talking about when you say, hey, I live in the country. I've been there and I'm with you. And I used to spend my summers down in North Carolina, Fayetteville and Wilson. So
Nice.
down over there. So how do we get back? How do we get from where you're from there to basically making the tracks to where you are right now?
Wow. Talk about going around the world just to cross the street. Okay, so it just happened to I got into jazz probably, I would say, around 14, because I was in elementary. I had, of course, our teachers back then were older, so
Yes, yes.
um, the choir director had me sing New York, New York.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes. And so, of course, I fell in love with that genre. So from there, it just seemed like I had this interest that, it awakened my senses to that genre. And there were so many artists out there at that time. Um, I always wanted to find the oldest jazz, because for me it was find the roots of something, so you can really know the history of it.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I loved all kinds of jazz, and still today it's I never stop learning, ever.
Wow.
So I can dig up Sarah Vaughan, Ella, and find something new, and discover something I never heard the first time. So it never stops. It never stops.
Right. So it was Lena Horne also for me.
Yes.
And my dad loved Lena Horne. But I mean, tell me, like, sometimes a musician, recording artist, when they're growing up, they'll have that musical inspiration. Who was that one artist you turned around and were like, I got to be like him or her then one day?
Oh, you're gonna laugh. Okay, so
No, I
because
mean,
she's
I'm
not
open
even
to
jazz.
it.
Well, they're kind of considered jazz,
Right.
but it was the Carpenters, Karen Carpenter.
And that's fine. I love the
I
Carpenters.
mean, it was just, growing up, we watched the Carpenter show.
Right. I remember that.
Along with, of course, later it was, we watched Solid Gold, all the other musical shows, the Soul Train,
Right.
all of those good shows, but
Yeah.
but it was just something about, because her voice, Karen Carpenter,
hmm
clear as a bell,
Yes.
just clear as a bell. And when she sang, you thought she was right there with you.
Yes.
And so, not that I wanted to just mimic that, but that tone, that just clear path that she had,
hmm
it just her ambiance just rang through your ear, and it was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to sound like. Because when I sing, I want the message to become clear,
Right.
not just the music, but the message behind that. So it was a lot of her. It was a lot of Nancy Wilson.
Yes.
I
Okay.
love Nancy Wilson, Sarah Vaughan.
hmm
Then later on, it became others. Now, Frank Sinatra,
Yep.
I loved, and Andy Williams.
Yeah. Oh, didn't remember
Yes.
Andy Williams had a show? Did he have a show?
Yes,
And
yes.
then,
And
okay, I'm with
we
you.
grew up on an Andy Williams album. It was a Christmas album that
Right.
we used to play every year, and every year we'd bring that out, and just
Wow.
fantastic songs.
So you have this musical like plethora of people that are like helping form and shape the state. Are they help in the future right now? Do they help shape the style of what you're portraying today with your music?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. There's like I said, I'm still learning.
Yes.
My education on that does not stop. You know, um, I look forward to different master classes, or
Mhm.
maybe taking a voice class here and there, because it never stops.
It
It doesn't
doesn't.
have to. It doesn't have to.
And I'm so happy and proud that you said that, because like even the most famous or the most talented musician, they say the same thing. Like there's always more to learn. There's always more to learn.
Yes.
And of all the people I've interviewed, I've never heard someone turn around and go, "Oh, I got this. Don't worry about it. I've got it unlocked. There's no more to learn." But there's always something new to learn. And I'm
Always.
so happy that you said that, because that shows me that you're even reaching higher than where you've come to right now. So
Hopefully I can. Yes.
you're doing it. You're doing it. Hey, look, you know what? Let's do this, right? We have a couple of performances from you. All right.
Okay.
And it's from the Fayetteville Jazz Festival. It was down at the public library.
Okay.
This is good stuff. I love it. You did a great job. And I want to share with the people at home right now. So we got a couple of songs that we got there. And I'm going to say right now, I looked at it the first time you sent me the link and I was like, oh, wow, I love this. This is so cool. I mean, I love jazz music, but hey, people, while we're doing this and you check out the video, check out the sound. All right. And then we're going to come back. And what I want to get at you about is the EP. Okay. Because I listened to the EP before and we were going to do the interview, and I went back and I revisited it, and I loved it before, but I even love it more now. You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm interviewing you, because you're good. So people, check this out. We're going to come back on the conversation more with Carmen Bruner right after this. So keep it locked in.
Be neglected, I won't be denied, and the pleasure of your kisses, the pleasure of your smile, I think you take for granted, 'cause I'll always be here. And just because I love you, it doesn't mean you won't despair. Been so long, I've missed you, baby. 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 Thoughts and mellow memories of once upon a time, slowly creeping on me, how they linger on my mind. Just let somebody love you, I just don't know why. Whenever I get close to you, you wanna run and hide. Been so long, I'm missing you, baby. It's been so long, I'm missing you, baby. It's been so long, I'm missing you, baby. It's been so long, I'm missing you, baby. blood would flow, when flesh and steel are one, drying in the colors of the evening sun. Tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in my mind will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch a lifetime's argument. Nothing comes from violence, and nothing ever could. For all those born beneath an angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. Blood would flow, when flesh and steel are one, drying in the colors of the evening sun. Tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in my mind will always stay. Perhaps his final act was meant to clinch a lifetime's argument. Nothing comes from violence, and nothing ever could. For all those born beneath an angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. Fragile, fragile we are. Thank you.
Fragile, the newly released single by Carmen Bruner. Experience Carmen's smooth and sultry voice as it takes you on a journey where no matter how brave and how strong we think we are, we're still extremely fragile. to be carried away with a passionate vocal approach. Purchase yours today on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, and all other digital platforms.
Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch a lifetime argument.
Welcome back to the conversation on Roku TV. I'm your host, Marquise, and with me today is singer-songwriter Carmen Bruner. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
We got a lot of stuff going on in between the videos and stuff and talking. So, but anyway, hey, look, let's get to the EP. Okay.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it to death. I mean, like the songs that are on there. I mean, first of all, Fragile. That's the single that's out right now. You can hear that on Jazz Mix 95. We're also running that spot for you, and the spot you just saw that too for Fragile. So go out there and pick that one up. I love it. And you know, I heard Fragile. I'm getting music in, and I'm listening to it, and I was like, oh my God, this is good stuff. I like it. I really like it. And you know, I turned around and I started listening to the rest of it back then, and I listened to it again. And I was like, oh my God, like Summertime. And I'm listening to the music. I'm going to say one thing. You have this very soulful, sultry voice.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm listening to you go through. And then I got to The Afternoon, which is my favorite song on there, by the way, just letting you know.
Really?
It is. It is. I'm a weird guy. I'm sorry. I'm weird. And if you don't feel like that's the song, I'm listening to it and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling that creativity, the versatility, the range in the voice. And I'm like, oh, I love this right here. Not to say I don't like the other ones. I'm just saying I love this one right here. And then Hold On to Your Dreams is one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
And that's good. The whole thing is good. And I'm encouraging people to go out there and check that out. Okay, so what was the game plan for putting this together? I mean, did you like, I'm going to handpick these songs. This is what I want. Or were there other songs that you said, we'll take this one, we'll throw that one away?
Yes. Those songs, the original songs I've written, wow. Okay, so it was 25 years ago. Those songs are that old.
Right.
So when I started writing back, when I first started to record these particular originals, and there's more that go along with those, but at the time, it just wasn't right. It just wasn't the right time. You know, when you're surrounded by the wrong people, it just kind of puts everything on hold. So, and then life happens and you move forward and you just kind of you do other stuff. You know, you have a family, you have kids, but you're still doing things on the side. You know, I'm singing at churches, events, you know, funerals, blah, blah, blah. But it never stops. So, but, you know, God has a way of putting you back where you're supposed to be at the time, in his time, I'll say that. So So
I agree.
people, the person that came, which is my manager now,
Hmm.
he put me in touch with people that he knew back in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Oh,
So yeah, that's actually how it happened, and that was just 2-3 years ago, and so it came from there. Everything just kind of fell together.
right. I
I
agree with you
had I had
100%. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I had those songs on a cassette tape. Okay,
What?
yeah, on a dusty old cassette tape in my storage.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, for that many years.
I got to say one thing. I totally agree with you. I've experienced that in my life as well. It's like it's not time. It's not time. When you feel it's time, and
Hmm.
you're asking God to help you out. Come on, God, help me out. Help me out. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the brakes are pumped, and you're like, well,
Yes.
what's going on? What's going on? Then all of a sudden, it gets revisited, and then it
Yes.
comes back out with a blessing behind it. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And
Absolutely.
that's what happens. And I know what you're talking about. A lot of projects I put forward and tried to do. It's like, I'm ready to go, but this is on the back burner. Why am I feeling this way? And then all of a sudden it's like you almost hear in your head, in time, in time.
In
And
time.
that's what happens. You know what I mean? The song that we're playing right now, Too Soon.
Yes.
You know that song, right?
I know that
I'm just
song.
messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Someone
I'm
wrote that
keeping you on
song
your
for
toes.
me.
How did
Um,
that come about?
Terrence Thompson. Wow, he's a great producer. So he contacts me and says, "Hey, look, my team wants to write a song for you. We love
Wow.
Fragile so much. We're going to write this song in the same vein." So it came and he sent it over, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do this
All
because
right.
it was very familiar already. And so I just kind of made it my own, and we went with it, and there you have it. Too soon. I
Oh, I
love
love
doing
it.
it,
I
and
love it.
he was such a great guy to work with. I'm
Wow.
telling you, it just came
And
together.
it doesn't that help out? Doesn't that really help out when you got great people behind you?
Yes, most definitely.
It does, man. And I know what you're talking about. I've experienced that as well. And it's always bad when you got to go through what they call like that litmus test of going through
Hmm.
people. I could, I
Yes.
don't know about him. I don't know about her. You're going back and forth, and I don't know. Maybe it depends and everything. So, I mean, okay. So you tell me, what
Hmm.
was your favorite song on your self-titled EP? Which one do you like?
I would have to say Fragile.
Fragile's it? Okay. I
I
mean,
would
I
have
ain't
to
mad at
say.
you.
Now, I did kind of surround everything around "Hold On to Your Dreams."
Hmm.
That was kind of my signature song. I was going to name, I was going to title the EP that, but I just
Right.
decided to self-title it. But "Hold On to Your Dreams" was the first one that I've ever. That's why that was pinned very special. I've always wanted to create songs that are uplifting, encouraging, bring you out of a funk, per
Right.
se. Um, we need that today. We need that every day. We needed it back then. We need more of it today, especially. But it's just music, because it's healing. Music is
It
healing.
is. It really is.
Whatever genre it is. But if you can play a song and bring you to a place where you feel safe, you feel comfortable, you feel peace, you feel joy, you feel all of these things that create a more peaceful world for you. That's
Right.
what we need. That's what we need.
We
So
do. Music is very uplifting. It's very motivating. I think sometimes like people take music for granted. They
they
listen
do.
to it and then they
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
there's like songs I can recall. Like it all depends on what the mood that I'm in. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? I just feel like it's very healing. And sometimes when you listen to the lyrics, you can relate to that artist,
Yes.
and that's the
Yes.
thing that gets me. It's like, how do you know what I'm going through? But
Right.
everybody else goes through the same problem. It's just like, how
Yes.
you handle it. And like you
How you
said,
handle.
how you get out that funk. That's it, man. How does
Most
that uplift you to get you out there? So, hey, do you have any hobbies outside of like, well, I ain't gonna say music's a hobby, but what does Carmen Bruner like to do in her off time? There you go. How about that?
My biggest hobby, I would say it was cooking. I love to cook.
You're in the same boat. Yes,
Yeah.
we talked about the cooking a little bit.
Because it's therapy.
It
right?
is. It
It's
is.
therapy.
Yeah.
So it's in cooking and music. They're the same animal, right?
Yeah.
Because you're creating something with different spices and rhythms, and it's perfect. They're perfect for each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have never heard anyone say and relate music to cooking. I thought I was the only one like, you know what I mean? Nah, man, are you kidding me? Music and cooking? Nah, I don't. And then you confirmed it. But I love it though. Yeah. Anytime I'm cooking a meal, I'll put the music on. I'll just go to town. You got to be in your own world. You're listening to music. You're getting it. People are talking to you, but I'm like, I ain't trying to hear you. I'm cooking. I'm getting down. You're messing up my creativity on this one.
That's right.
Hey, look, you know what time it is right now?
What time is it?
It's time for 10 questions. Yeah, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, we get the 10 questions in there.
Okay.
Yes, 10 questions, 10 questions. Now, look, this is something to help the fans actually get to know you. What the thing is that, a lot of people look and they go, what? Marquise don't eat no hot dog or hamburger. Yes, I do. Okay. And if that makes you more relatable to the people and like, hey, we're human too. We got some things we love to do. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead. We're going to start this up. Okay. So you're not going to hear the bell. I'll hear the bell. And if we match, you will hear a bell. It will go ting. I don't know what happened to the bell. I think somebody stole the bell. I don't know where the bell is at, but we're going to get a bell. I hope we get one. I don't want to ring the school bell because we had a school bell and that was a little bit too much right there. But, we're going to put the clock on speed. You have 10 seconds to answer 10 questions.
Okay.
No, I'm only kidding. You have all the time in the world to answer these questions. You do. There is nothing. I mean, you take your time. This is all about you right now. This day right here is all about you. And let's do this. We'll put the clock on speed. Let's go. And let's start off with this one. You see my eyes going like this. I'm looking at the list. Hey, it was a printer problem. It's on my phone, so we got to do it this way. Anyway, Let's kick it. Now, we talked about food, right?
Yes.
All right. What's your favorite all-time food?
I would say salmon.
Salmon. Okay. Look, there's a match. You and I match. There we go. Favorite all-time movie?
Oh, man. I would say, what's that one with Harlem Nights?
Harlem Nights. There you go. Harlem Nights. Mine, the fans probably know because I say it all the time. It's probably Shawshank. It's Shawshank Redemption is one.
Okay.
With Morgan Freeman. Okay. Yeah, have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Woo, I was going to rent you a copy and send it down to, to Oklahoma and get it up there. So, favorite. Oh, okay. What is your favorite dream car? What is your all-time dream car? Saying, if I had to buy a car today and it was my last car, this is what I'm going to buy.
I would say an Escalade.
Escalade. Okay.
Yes.
We can work with that. Mine, you know what? Gas prices today. Yeah. I'm going to go with electric car. I'm going with the Tesla. I was going to say Tulsa. I was going to go Tulsa, Oklahoma. You got me thinking Oklahoma. I'll take the Tesla. Okay. Now it's time to put your thinking cap on because favorite all-time TV show.
Let's see. I would say TV show.
Right.
I grew up on the George and Wheezy.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take it back there. I'm a good time, Sanford and Son, Chico and the Man type of guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We could get in there too.
Those are the best.
Yeah, anything out of that era, I think you would have scored high in our test right now because TV today is like, So, do you watch any for professional sports? And if you do, what do you like to watch?
I like football.
Okay. Now, I was kind of hesitant to put this one down because are you I'm bad at college football getting at OU, right?
Okay. Yes.
That's Oklahoma college team, right?
Yes.
Do you know any players off of there?
No.
You don't know? Okay, good. Because I have a couple of old U football players that live in my neighborhood now that play for the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're going to leave that alone because now people are going to be like, who are they? Who are they? And they want to stalk them. So we're going to keep this thing moving. Okay, ready? Here's your preference.
Yes.
Partying on a Friday night at the local club, dropping it hot, or at the house with Netflix and popcorn. Are you clubbing or are you at home with Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay, there you go. That's it. All right, we're speeding it up here. French fries or onion rings?
Onion rings.
Onion rings. Ooh, loving you. Grilled cheese or macaroni and cheese?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese all the way. Now, this is where I'm going to strike the whole, the heartstring right here.
Okay.
Okay, barbecue ribs or barbecue chicken?
Ribs.
Ribs all the way.
Yes.
I should have known.
We used to own a barbecue restaurant, so
yes.
If it ain't ribs, it ain't barbecue.
It ain't barbecue.
That's right.
Just ribs. That's it. No barbecue fish. No.
Got to be hickory too. At that.
Hickory. Look at you. Okay, we're gonna talk afterwards. I'm gonna have to pick up my game because you're like, you got me right there. Favorite color?
Purple.
Purple, which is kind of like what you. Okay, mine is blue. Okay. Now, favorite ice cream.
Oh.
Favorite ice cream flavor. Where you at?
Banana.
Banana
nut. Yeah.
Banana nut. Okay, that'll work. I'm like a butter pecan. I'll do chocolate chip, but I love peanut butter ice cream. That is my thing.
Okay.
Peanut butter ice cream. I know.
Never had it.
You got to try it. It's beautiful. The turtle, all that stuff. You carry. Say that again.
Who carries the peanut butter ice cream?
Oh my God. Blue Bunny carries it.
Okay.
Breyers carries it. A little too expensive, but I think Blue Bunny's better than actual Breyers.
Check that one out.
There goes my sponsorship for Breyers. Anyway, so this last question. Think before you answer. Think really well because this may deter your whole music career and everywhere else. Here it is.
Okay.
All right. This is the question that everybody fears on this show, every recording artist and musician. What is your favorite all-time radio station online?
Man, that's so easy.
I hope so.
It's so easy.
What would it be? I'm kind of.
I would say, if I was doing a voiceover for you,
right?
I would say you're listening to Jazz Mix 95.com.
There you go. That's it.
It's Mr. Watson, better known as Marcus.
Oh wow, that was a little bit Eartha Kitt there. Ring that damn bell, people. We'll get those bells going in the background. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. You've won. I thought you were going to have to phone a friend on that one. I was going to let you phone a friend or possibly use a lifeline for the people out there.
No lifelines today.
No lifelines, nothing at all. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm glad that we finally had a chance to catch up to one another. We're going to, and hopefully this will air before then, and I think it will. You're going to be performing, throw it out there anyway. You're going to be performing when?
I am going to be performing right here in Bristow, Oklahoma.
Right.
On April the 5th. It's a Tuesday night.
It's a Tuesday night.
Super Tuesday night, yes.
That's it. And I think someone's going to be there hanging out with you.
Yes, I'm going. Yes, Marcus.
That's right. I will be there hanging out with you in Barstow. Can I get barbecue in Barstow?
It's Bristow.
I'm sorry, Barstow. Bristow. Can I get it?
We have a few. We have a couple of, but if it's not from Bruner's Barbecue, it just isn't right.
Is it still there, or can I get in?
We can probably accommodate you.
You can probably accommodate me. That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Most definitely.
And look, hey, where I'm from here, we're in KC. I'm in a suburb. Look, we are there with Bristow as far as the population. Okay. So I am right at home with it. Trust me. I can work with that. Definitely. So, hey, look, guys, go out there. Check out our website, www.carmenbruner.com. It's on the bottom of the screen there. You're seeing it scrolling. Pick up her music, available on all musical formats. Am I missing anything?
No, not at all.
So far, so good. Okay, good. And the Too Soon is playing on Jazz Mix 95. Also Fragile. And I was like, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to spend that afternoon for you.
Yes,
I'm going to
please.
put that out there. I love that song.
Yes, it's
I
one of
went
my
back
favorites.
like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, I'm feeling this. I'm loving this. And I've got to let her know. So
Yes, thank you
you are
so
welcome
very
back
much.
anytime on
Oh,
Jazz
thank
Mix 95. And I'm looking forward to hanging out with you.
I am
Yeah.
too. I am
April
as well.
5th.
Yes, April 5th.
Coming down the road Tuesday.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Taking the next few days off after that. Yeah. So,
Yay.
because I got to get back. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, give her a big round of applause. All right. And that's it for this edition of the conversation on Roku TV. Go to our website. Check us out on all our social media platforms. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on, what else? Instagram. Go check us out. And Carmen is too, because I see you over there. Yeah.
Yes.
So friend her. Let her know about the music. Hey, we're out of here. Keep spreading the love. God bless you all. Peace. We will see you next time on The Conversation.